Tony Carroll, welcome to Scotland.
Thank you very much. My first time.
First time across the border.
It is, yeah.
How would that feel?
Yeah, it's good, isn't it? To be fair, Glasgow's very similar to Liverpool, to be honest.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Just not scenic wise, I mean, like
people.
Yeah.
I've always said Newcastle, Liverpool, Glasgow, a little bit of Sheffield actually.
Yeah.
Them industrial towns.
And Belfast as well.
Belfast. And industrial towns with like a regional dialect. Their own little language going on.
Yeah, and everyone just loves to party. Last night was mad.
I was going to ask you about that actually. Did you get out after? Cause
I went out.
I can see if people are watching. There's an entourage, small entourage in the background of the podcast. You're touring, right? You're moving as a unit.
It's been unbelievable. It's my first debut tour, so I've sold out everywhere up to now.
Smashing it now.
Unbelievable. But last night, as I say, obviously you popped down. So it was Monday night.
Sat in the crowd, now I love doing that, man. Come to see me pals. It's nice being in Glasgow because like a lot of people pass through the Glasgow stand. So I've sat in, watched Glenn Wall, watched SL, watched Chris Kent. Like when people come through, that are mates of mine. I always just like to go in, just sit in the crowd and like remember. I love watching comedy. So it's meant to get in. You smashed it last night, mate. Congrats.
Nice one, mate. Thank you very much. Enjoyed it. But like I say, I was made up to get you on, mate. You know what I mean? It was a pleasure to have you on. You
and Tommy K was class now, first time. First he's hung over in the background there. His first night in Glasgow.
Do you know what was funny though? Last night when we and you were at the bar and Tom was on, and he's just he got like an applause break, and then after he just went, "So Glasgow, did you have a good Christmas?" And just no one said anything.
Fucking silence.
He just went, "No then."
And I couldn't figure out what it was because I was laughing so hard. The fucking lot of the four were laughing, right? Because in the crowd as well, when they realised how much they just give you the silent treatment, right? They died laughing at their response to you. But I didn't celebrate Christmas in Scotland. It's an English holiday. You fucked it. I don't know if it was they just hadn't registered what you said, or it's January 27th. What the fuck are you banging on with Christmas?
Did you have a good Christmas? It's fucking Monday way, you know what I mean? It's like Monday night, you know what I mean? It's fucking bad.
So we were fucking dying at that. But the crowd was so fun and all. You've got, isn't that nice, right? Finding out your audience's sound. Because you could draw in any fucking amount of cunts. I think as
I was like doing it, sort of I come back like 2 years ago, started writing it. It wasn't wrote basically. It's pretty much as you see last night. It's all my life stories, and I've lived a fucking mad life. Lived a mad life. I was a nightclub manager for 10 years. So you can imagine the party situation being in and stuff. And 80%, 90% that the whole hour is true.
Yeah,
but obviously after that,
what's nice is you can tell it's true because you put all the other little bits in it that might not be like the fucking fastest route of a punchline. What a lie would be.
You
put all the bits in that like add credit to the story, so that when you get to the punchline, the laughs louder because they know that you validated it by leaving all the little bits in. It's class. I fucking loved it. Like because that's the good thing when you're listening to the story and you know it to be true. It's the best.
Well, I think everyone just said to me like the message after the show, all the show. Newcastle stand again was just like I opened up a Liverpool hot water and then I thought you can't get any bigger than that, your hometown gig. And then when I went to Newcastle I was like it was fucking it was special.
I'm proud of my city for that.
I'm proud of Newcastle. It was really special. And Glasgow last night, as I say, it was a Monday night, do you know what I mean? It's back on the January Monday night and you're thinking away fixture for me 300 miles away from home, I think it's going to be tough.
Gonna have to rein the accent in and all that.
Fucking great that last night.
What I like about Glasgow, right, is it doesn't matter what sort of stuff you're doing, whether it's filth, whether it's dark and edgy, whether it's silly, whether it's whimsical, whether it's intelligent. Like as long as it's funny, they're laughing. They're like funny's funny. We'd even have like a favourite type of comedy. We're gonna hear you out, and if it's funny, we're gonna laugh. There's no pretentiousness of it like that.
I think all them towns you mentioned, like they're the ones I always have good gigs in. I think it's because relatable stuff. It's just like. What I talk about, I'm not trying to promote it or anyone like that, you know what I mean? So I know there's people who have tough times with parties and stuff like that, but people have been in them situations. And you see people in the car like knocking the mate or something. And I do think about like escorts.
I was going to bring that up actually because you're doing stuff that's so shameful you wouldn't lie about it. Like you're wearing your soul when you're that honest about fucking.
Because you see at the start where I'm saying, I'm like, why am I doing this? You know what I mean? Like, why am I doing this? You know what I mean? That's true.
And then fucking get the escort. didn't want to give away bits of your jokes. Like,
it's fine.
Getting the escort to pick up cigarettes on the way to your hotel room was so fucking.
so true as well.
It's so funny because it's so shameful.
Yes.
Like, it's just like your night's gone that bleak. Like, you're not willing to leave the hotel room.
So I had to get her to go to the shop.
You're gonna end up in fucking.
And then obviously I called.
You're gonna end up in Sarah Pascoe's booking now if you start using prostitutes as Uber Eats.
As I say with the escort thing, like last night I said, does anyone know what Viva Street is? Because that's
a bunch of lads without girlfriends going,
he was an old.
Explain what Viva Street is.
He was an old couple on the second row. And I seen him go, and his wife was just looking at him, and it was just so funny. You know what I mean?
Class.
She's knocking into, and he's just messing. You know, it was just class, mate. It was really good.
Because I got like not nowhere near as damning as that was for that bloke, but I fell down the stairs in the strip as I spoke about on the last podcast. So I'm not going there again. But I just looked at a lad and I was like, when the stairs going down into Blue Velvet, and he just nodded along, and his lass just looked at him. It's clearly like he's fucking.
Have you seen the people who go around with the on like YouTube and stuff, and they go, who's this person? It's like a famous porn star. So he goes up to couples.
Oh yeah.
And they go, do you recognise this person? Like, oh yeah. And they're like, how do you know about that? You know what I mean? Because it's a porn star. And the girl
I never understand them relationships. Like, if I don't think I've ever been with anybody that for a second thinks I wouldn't go into the strip as I watch porn.
Yeah.
There's lads that are just living this like life as if they're some kind of monk.
Yeah, but I don't get the stripper thing though, because I used to be a frequent user. I used to like going just for a drink. Yeah,
it's a waste of money.
Exactly,
it is a waste of money. Like, and especially if you've like got a lass and that, like, it just doesn't make any sense really. But there's not many people in the world whose fanny I wouldn't look at for 20 quid. Someone come over to the street with 20 quid, you can look at me fanny. I'd start rummaging my pockets. I'm inquisitive and curious more than anything.
I just think, why would you go to strippers if you just go? You know what I mean? If you're single and you want to shag or something, let's just go and again. Let's go.
It was weird because when we went in January, it was just because we'd done the gig, we'd been to Lady Grey's, we're back at the hotel. One night wasn't over, but it was over, and we're like, well, be open. And I always think it's a good pint. It's a good pint.
It's a good pint.
Because you're going to get a comfy seat. There's been an old man here. You're going to get a comfy seat. The music will be on at a volume, but you can still talk over it and hear each other, right? And the only thing is, it needs to be kind of busy. Otherwise, you're going to get pestered.
The playlists are always boss as well, isn't it? It's always proper, like rap music and R&B in it. It's like proper R&B.
Like thousands. Early thousands.
Yeah, early thousands.
Yeah, when we're still like
Ja Rule,
and R. Kelly and that. Before these all started falling from P. Diddy. A lot of them are the good guys. All right, P. DMX.
But the only thing, I used to look, it is a good pint, because I used to work in nightclubs and stuff. You'd finish at, say, 3-4 a.m. And the only places are open till 6 a.m. are mostly strippers.
Yeah.
So you go there for your pint after work, but it's just them coming over and asking all the time, and you're just like, I'm just trying to have a chat.
Yeah.
And they're just like, what the fuck are you doing here? You know what I mean? And you're trying to talk to your mates.
Because as well, like, you'll sometimes just have a chat with them because they'll join the table. You didn't want to dance, but you didn't want to be rude, so you have a chat with them. And then you feel like you're wasting that time. You feel like you've got them on a clock, and you're like, you just want to say, just a heads up, I'm not going to get a dance because I've just bought a pint and I'm chilling with my mates. Yeah. But like, I will carry chatting to you if you want.
There's some that play like the thingy card where they'll be like, oh, I've got to pay me settle tonight. I'm like, you're not a fucking taxi driver. You know
is that it? I've never had that come. Like, I've never had any sort of stories.
I haven't got me rent, because you have to pay like rent to the club, don't you? You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. I did like, it's never crossed my mind. I don't know how it works.
Oh yeah, my friend told me, like, I don't know about this.
So do they like pay rent on being there?
Yeah.
And then they have to make the certain amount.
Yeah, I think
to pay the club.
Yeah.
And then everything on.
It's like a taxi setup.
I thought it would be like us with a venue where you got like a 70-30 split or 80-20, or like you just agree a split beforehand.
Yeah.
And then everything that you get, they skim.
I can imagine some.
And then they'll get it and they'll have an agent cut. And then
I can imagine some though. I can imagine some would be like that. Yeah. What I mean, the ones that my friend told me about. Not even the ones I go to.
My friend Monique. Yeah. My friend Mercedes was telling us about this. They have to pay. Friends owned by a stripper, Tony. Is that what happened?
Yeah. They have to pay like a house fee. You know what I mean? Like 150 quid or something. You know what I mean? And then after whatever they make after that, you know what I mean? Is theirs.
Yeah, fair enough.
They must make some money though.
Not on a Tuesday night, I reckon. It didn't seem that busy. Match day, I reckon they make bank.
Yeah. Saturdays, I think Saturdays, especially in towns like Liverpool, Newcastle, because it's all out of town stuff, isn't it? And stag do's and stuff like that.
Aye.
But
so how long did you do nightclub? You didn't work in a nightclub anymore, do you?
No,
you're doing
do
your stand up and your podcast style, your full time hustle now. So what is that something you've done all your life? Like, did you get into that young?
No, I started stand up, didn't I? Started with Paul and stuff when I was 18.
Oh right, so
yeah. I started when I was 18 in hot water.
Oh fucking hell! I didn't realise that.
Yeah, I done hot water's like second ever gig.
Did you? Above the Crown.
Envy was
it?
Nightclub.
So Crown was the second venue.
Second venue, yeah.
Nice.
I was well before that. Yeah, I was 18. It was what 15 years ago. Yeah, 33 now.
Class.
Mad that, yeah. And then I'd done it for a few years, and then was obviously you're chasing fucking money, aren't you? Like, and it doesn't pay when you start off. Obviously,
it's hard, isn't it? That guy always called it the suicide miles because I'd be fucking driving for I'd finish graft and then drive say when I was in Blythe near Newcastle, when I would drive to Glasgow for a weekend of gigs, right? And then even though I've got a hotel and I'm going to be there the next day, I'd have to come back to do my shift. So I'd drive back and I'd do my shift and then I'd drive back to Glasgow again and do that. And I remember one time I just didn't have the fucking legs for the journey home and I ended up sleeping in Gretna Services and set my alarm for 5:30 in the morning so I could do the rest of the drive to start work.
People don't see it like that side, they didn't start, you know what I mean? But obviously I didn't really venture out, to be honest. I could have given it a good go to start, but I was just doing it for I just love stand. I'm not a big fan of stand up, but I love doing stand up, if that makes sense what I mean.
And I found in Liverpool there's a load of comics that tend not to leave Liverpool. Is that
there's a stigma around that as well.
Because Scotland has got that as well, as a whole, which is a bit bigger, but population wise it's still not that big. There's a lot of Scottish comics that have barely crossed the border and gigged down in England. But I have found that there's some Scouse acts I'll only gig with in Liverpool, and then I'll just not see them run down the circuit. Is that a big thing? I
think it is. I think there's a stigma around it as well. But I think because it's so. There's so much out of Liverpool as well, you know what I mean? And obviously, if you're in with hot water and stuff, it's probably the biggest club in the country. So, if you're in there, and it depends what people. There's lots of Scouse comedians who just love doing it. They're trying to look for a career.
That's it. If you're doing it part time, if you've got a job as well, there's enough work to do it as a side hustle in Liverpool, and without ever having to leave Liverpool. If you're going to work Monday to Friday, and then you're just every other weekend, you're popping up and doing some stuff. There is enough.
Well, that was me for years, exactly doing that stuff. Just taking little side things,
and you kind of gone too far away because you've got a nightclub to open.
Yeah, and I couldn't have weekends off, obviously, you know what I mean. So, but then I stopped doing stand up for about 10 years. So I'd come back once a year, and I just retire after it. Just do one night. It's always around my birthday. I come back and do a show, sell out a show. I just do it. It's just for me.
Yeah.
And then I just stop again.
So how long's this tour then? What are you doing? Is this the most you've stretched your legs?
Well, to be fair though, because since I've come back 2 years ago, I have done the circuit, but just kept my head down quiet and just grafted. And
because getting a belt, a show together.
Thank you. Yeah, I just thought to myself, I was worried that the material wouldn't land outside Liverpool because of me being in Liverpool all the time. You know what I mean? So I ventured out. And the stuff I was saying was going to these towns that are very similar, and cities very similar, and it was just getting a boss response, and the show come together then, and then obviously hot water comedies. It's that they present my tour, so it's 50-50 with us. So
class.
It's boss just being backed by them.
They know what they did as well, because they've had they've toured with Paul for from the grassroots to the fucking arena. So whatever stage you're at in touring, they've done it already.
So it's a perfect match, and obviously I've been with them since I was 18. You know what I mean? So
and you know what's class about the level that we're touring at is it's comedy club sized venues. And there's no better than there's no better than performing at comedy clubs.
It's still overwhelming. I can ask the lads here. After gigs and that, I'm just this is fucking mad. Because I've skipped the whole not like the circuit kind of thing, you know, for the graph for years.
Yeah, because I remember my first ever Glasgow stand experience, right, would have been back in like 2009 for Red Raw, coming up to do 5 minutes. Yeah. And I remember like just that feeling like I've just been fucking dunked in cold water and I've getting out and I'm like I've been in a plunge pool, you know, like it's a class comedy club and that fucking response coming at you.
I had that with hot water though, didn't I? You know, it's like it's so.
But for you to just come in, miss with that plunge pool feeling at the start, miss with the gradual excitement of the progression and the like, because their progression is very much like there's a 10 spot, there's a 15 spot, there's a 20 spot, there's a 25 spot, and that progression works like very much like climbing a tree, right? And you've just went straight in at the top of that tree with a touring show, and that must have been fucking a buzz for you.
As I say, it's just unbelievable. Like, I'll at the end of shows, I'll always like speak to everyone that's come and got a ticket, you know what I mean, get if you want a photo or whatever like that, or just say thank you for coming, because it's just so overwhelming. It's just mad, like they're just selling out these clubs that I've never gigged in before. It's just mad.
When did it pop? When was the point when you were like, oh fucking hell, now I can tour? Was it?
So I think it's got, obviously because of starting the podcast.
So it's the Hot Water Green Room podcast. But when was the tipping point for that? Was there a specific reel? Was there, or was it a gradual slow build?
Do you know what it was? It was just Jamie's obviously was active, very active. I think I personally believe he's the best actor in the country. He's fucking unbelievable.
You know what as well? He's like fucking duck's legs, you know, that fucking thing about like you didn't see how hard the duck's working because just floating across the top of the water, but its legs are grafted. He is one of them people where he just looks and acts publicly like a slob. But he fucking grinds, man. Like he's got such a good work ethic. Like really admirable.
He's honestly, he's one of the best. I think he is the best actor in the country. I've said it a few times. He's unbelievable. He's so quick-witted as well. And
either I haven't seen it, or does he not put stand-up clips online either?
No, doesn't do it.
If you want to see stand-up, you have to see him live. You have to have tickets. That's been his
thing, yeah. And I've dabbled with stuff. I was started like MCing and stuff like that, but and you do. I just didn't really like it. You know what I mean? So
there's some bits because I never record any of my sets. Right? I never record any of my sets. I don't know if it would make us a bit more self-conscious. I should do it, because the more you do it, the more you'll do it. Like, but there's always just little bits of fucking crowd work where you do it, and in your head you're like, fucking should have recorded that. I was talking the other day, me to a short of a last from New Orleans, and I just was like, what do you think of our storms the other day? Pretty cute, wasn't it? It's like fucking Hurricane Katrina, and we just locked down everything. There's bin lids fly open or whatever. There's a carrier bag up a tree. And I was just like, oh, what a fucking sweet, like to talk while the storm's going on to the last from there. And I'm like, oh, it's gone, man. They're the moments that are in the room. They're lost to the ether. Just let them happen.
I think it was with that thing last night with Tom. You know what I mean? I think like we other mate Tom as well said, you had to be there. It was one of them funny moments where it was just like that's that, you know what I mean?
Just being in the room.
He took up his boss and he just went no. Then like it was the time was perfect. We all just burst out laughing.
It's so funny. But then, like them bits they used to always just be in the room, and now they end up getting like kind of bottled and put on the internet, and they're never quite as good second hand like that. But
So basically, what happened with me going on tour then, it was. So Jamie's obviously, so I've been doing the Hot Water Green Room podcast for 3 years. I'd just come back into stand-up. Just trying to get back into it again. Paul, the owner of Hot Water's, rang me and said, do you want to start a podcast with Jamie? And I'd never met Jamie before.
Oh, you hadn't?
No. So we both,
oh, fucking hell. So like, you would assume that he's our best pals. Like,
oh, we are now.
We're
like family now, you know what I mean? Because, as you know, with Sloss and that.
Yeah, because I kind of got paired up with him in a similar way where we barely knew each other before the first tour. And by the end of the first tour, we were like best pals.
You have to be, because you spend so much time with them and you're open up to them.
More time than you'd spend with your wife.
It'd be weird if you weren't. You know what I mean? So we get thrown in a room together, me and Jamie. Never met each other. So the beauty of our podcast is if you go back to episode 1, and you watch it still now, you see it blossom. You're
getting to know each other.
Yeah, it's class, you know what I mean?
I wonder when was I would love to listen to the front. I might even actually go back and listen from the start and just wait for the point where one of you crossed the line and went, that's all right, then we can get away with that. I don't need to wear these gloves I've been wearing for the first few.
If anyone who listens to this and listens to ours, they'll tell you, like, there's no holds barred in us now. Like,
oh, it's class. I've loved it every time I've been on it.
I know, you've been one of our best guests, mate, class. But with the podcast, then the podcast obviously blew up. We're backed by Hot Water, obviously, biggest comedy club I'd say in the world, to be honest.
Yeah.
You're back by them. Jamie's unbelievable. I've just come back. So it's just like, oh, who's Jamie's mate? And then I've had to try and prove myself, or work a bit extra hard, and obviously that's my fault for being out the game for so long.
You know what? I've had like a decent enough crossover with Daniel that like his audience have come to my show because a few of them have seen us with him, and so you'll have had that with Jamie as well.
Yeah.
But they're your crowd, but they're somebody who've borrowed them. But then you start getting your own crowd when you start going off on your own, and it's a different group of people.
So Jamie ended up selling out his first UK tour, 14,000 tickets something on his own, just stupid, like mental. Like unheard of. So then I'm just working the circuit then and getting a 20 ready, do you know what I mean? And then I'm progressing hot water a lot, you know what I mean, obviously, because I'm there all the time, and starts getting booked to close hot water and stuff, and they're all big moments for me, because I missed all that, didn't I? You know what I mean?
So this is you doing the progression.
I'm closing the big room in hot water in the new site. There's 600 people there. It's my hometown, and I'm like, this is fucking unbelievable, you know what I mean? I get to New Year's Eve at hot water, and I'm fucking going to all the lads, I've been booked for New Year's Eve. So that was you years and years ago, you know what I mean? So
that feeling momentum when the email comes and it's an acceptance, like it's because every gig application is like a job application. Every time you get given the spot, it's like being accepted for the job.
Exactly,
and you're just going through that process over and over and over every week.
So then all the podcasts, especially the Patreon, we've got a big Patreon now, and they were just all saying, when's your tour, Tony? And to be fair, it was then when I was podcasting for the first year, I wasn't really doing stand up. Just podcasting, doing an odd gig, but like I mean,
and he's grafted with a podcast as well, because he's in there like twice a week. Is it that?
So we do 2 episodes a week and one live show. We do a live show every Friday.
Fucking hell, that's
just been moved to the big room this Friday because it's all like 250 tickets or something. And you're just like, this is crazy.
So that's getting some good momentum now. Yeah,
so it's just all starting to snowball.
What about a residency to have, like a Friday at hot water?
Me and Jamie said we may as well take it because it's a Friday gig basically in your calendar for all year. So when I first done the podcast the first year, everyone was going, get back into stand-up, Tony, and I was like, the podcast, like, nah, fuck stand-up, I hate it, shite, you know what I mean, like, but just obviously playing it, and then started going back into it, wrote a good 20, and then just fell back in love with it again, and you know how it is, you just keep going and going, and then I said to myself, I'll try and do a little mini tour, you know what I mean? And then I approached Hot Water. They were made up that I asked them. They were happy to back me. And then we've just extended it now for next to 20 dates. So,
20 dates. Class, where can people see you then?
So I'll be back in up here again.
Oh, good. Because I was going to say this would have been a good one to plug these gigs. Because you done Glasgow last night and Edinburgh tonight. But that's like this is going to come a day or two after you've gone. But you're going to be coming back here.
Yeah, I'll be back in Glasgow.
Oh, class. So hopefully they'll be up to date on your website.
So be hotwatercomedy.co.uk, but I'll be back in the stands up here, and as I say, the show's got something for everyone. I think you know what I mean?
It's really funny, man. Like you fucking, mate, you know what I love as well? You just going off on little silly bits, like singing fucking Leanne Rimes, and fucking someone insulted you with a 2-pack line, and it's this little fucking silly.
Fuck your bitch, you fat motherfucker.
See, what it's like watching something that's like real, and then there's just a cartoon character in it. There's just a cartoon moment in it.
That's my sense of humour coming out. My personal sense of humour, because I've been an hour on stage, by the way. I've gone from a 20 to be a fucking tour, to do a tour. I've got to keep myself entertained because that's what I'm like. So I'll just say little lines like that to make myself laugh, and then they see that I'm enjoying myself, they enjoy themselves. And then I've kept lines when I've just riffed, and then I've put them in my set now, you know what I mean?
I was telling you yesterday when you come off an hour, you check your time on your phone. Rather than when to watch, you check your time on your phone. But because he has such a personable, like, your mate in the pub that's just like fucking making everybody laugh, that feeling, it just looks like you're checking your texts. It looks like you couldn't give a flying fuck.
I got my phone out, so I was looking, and it just went quiet, and I just went... talk amongst yourselves. You know what I mean? Just stuff like that, you know what I mean?
There was one bit where like you forgot the word for something, instead of just glossing over it, you fucking just deep dived for the word. You're like, what's the word? You're in the shower, you're trying to think about something, but it's not thinking, and someone just
imagination or something.
Imagination, you're like nearly. It's like manifest, close but too far. You went too far, pull back from manifest, visualize.
That's the one, I wasn't even joking, I was just forgetting.
Where it's like somebody would have just maybe stuttered their way through that. You went, I forgot what's on my mind, I'm not going to be shy about that.
Do you know what that is though? It's just it's no fear of dying on stage. I've just got no I've got no fear of it anymore.
As well, I think that comes with the fact that you're not going to die and they love you.
Yeah, you want it up, aren't you? To be fair, when you've got your own crap, you've got your own family.
They're going to laugh at your personality regardless of if you're fumbling around trying to find the word visualizer, or if you're giving them a really well-written, structured bit, which you give them both of on one night. They're gonna just love being in your company, so that's class now. And have you had any, this is loaded, right, because I had a fucking wild day yesterday, but have you had any hatred online from the stuff you put out?
Yeah, all the time.
What have you had to deal with?
So, I don't have TikTok. I don't have the app because the comments on there are just ruthless. I've seen them, like, just say you put a clip out, you can have like 50 comments, everyone saying, oh, funny, this, whatever, and then one's just like, look at this big fat ugly cunt or something.
That must be so tedious, because there'll not be a single fat joke you've never heard.
Do you know what the funniest thing was? Yeah, like, this is hilarious. I on YouTube, when the episodes go out, public episodes on the podcast, gets a call off my dad about 2 a.m. I'm like, what do you want? He's like, son, I've been arguing with your trolls all night.
2 in the morning.
I said, what?
Does he normally stay up that late? Or is that especially for the trolls?
He's fucked, lad. He's fucking. He's miles off at least. Son, I've been arguing with your trolls all night. He must have been off his face. And I said, what are you on about? He said, on that YouTube, I've been giving it back, and I realised my dad's got the same name as me. Oh, so it looks like I'm fucking commenting back.
Tony Jr.
Yeah, he's Tony Carroll. So his YouTube name is Tony Carroll 4542 or something.
So he's fighting with people as you.
No, it looks like me, doesn't it? I'm replying with his shit banter.
Yeah, with dad
dying on my ass because of my dad.
That's so fucking funny. That's humiliating.
It was just like that sentence. It did break my heart because he was like, I've been arguing with your trolls. I was like, fucking hell, I've got trolls, man. It's sad, isn't it? Yeah. But yeah, no, honestly, do you know what I don't do now? Honestly, Guy, I just don't read anything, good or bad. Because it doesn't affect you then. Because there's been times when I've read loads of good stuff and you get a bit of a fucking chip on your cocky and that.
Yeah, that's it. If you get butt hurt by the bad stuff and then you get fucking excited about the nice stuff.
This is the price
it's
we
an
pay.
emotional roller coaster, isn't it? It's best to just find yourself.
This is the price we pay for what we do. This is the price we pay for what we do.
Aye,
you know what I mean?
And it's kind of nice because as much as you didn't want to be cunted off like every minute of the day online, it is the fact that you've got people's attention, and some people don't like the fact you've got people's attention, so they're trying to bring you down. It's a tall poppy thing, isn't it?
Yeah. So I don't think I do this because we've had shit online, but every time I see someone stand up or something online that's not funny, I just don't laugh and just scroll past it. I've never had the means to go. Never. Well, I'll send it to my mates inbox and go get you shit. You know, if you're gonna be a snide, at least do it behind curtains. You know what I mean? Don't put it online.
I'd love to. I've thought of this as a fucking sitcom idea, right? But I haven't got the fucking capacity to go and write a script. Like I didn't have sitting doing it at the computer and fucking with glasses on typing away, right? But I think it would be a classic sitcom idea, right? To just actually fucking going after the trolls. Like, you know, if somebody leaves a fucking snide remark on your thing, just going through that Facebook, look, and going to that pub, like he's in there, and just fucking stalk them doing and make the thing. You just been a psycho, and then just with a handful of dog shit, just rub it in their face while they're running, right? Rub it in their face, right? And then cut you being in therapy, telling them how good it made you feel, right?
Yeah, that's class.
But everything's just like this. I think it would be a good sitcom because it would be like a low stakes action movie where like it would be like you're this fucking serial killer mind criminal, but all you're doing is just fucking up people that have just said your comedy shite.
The troll hunter.
Aye. Just troll hunting and just getting a proper buzz out of it. And like,
can I start it?
There could be little I'm kind of waiting to rub shite in your face. Can I use real shite for the reaction?
Yeah. I was expecting to be the fucking. I was meant to be the main character guy. I'm not the fucking troll.
Because you're gonna have like twists and turns in it where like your lass thinks you're cheating because you're fucking sneaking around your hours on your phone.
There's loads of little things off it.
And then she thinks she's rumbled you're cheating, so you let her in on it, and now she's in on it, and it's Bonnie and Clyde. Yeah. And the fucking two of you.
And you just go out together.
Two of you are going together, just fucking killing trolls. and like
killing trolls.
I just think it would be so class, just like fucking really petulant over something that they said that they probably can't even remember saying because they've said about 20 other things on the internet. They don't know who it is that fucked them up. I think it would be it would be a good social commentary.
There's been times where boxers and that on Twitter have found addresses, haven't they, and they've knocked on and that, and people have moved houses and stuff, like they've shit themselves. That's class.
Nice.
Do love a troll getting called out. Like.
When I was getting shite yesterday because I went after the king of the knuckle draggers, so I said fuck Tommy Robinson at the start of a bit, right, and then said something like pro Islam, right.
It's just asking for it, isn't it?
You know that I put that on when they were rioting in Sunderland and Luton Greggs, right, like back in December, and it didn't really pop, right, it just got an amount of views and then fizzled out, and then it must have got shared on a forum or something, some right-wing forum and just every cunt, right, just fucking
pop the dinghies on Facebook or something and fucking shared it, haven't you? Mad crowd there,
me lass was like, are you not worried that like some of them are going to turn up at your shows because it's going to be quite easy to find you and see where you are? And I was like, that would be the worst place to get us. 280 Geordies in a room with us. When you fucking turn up, you're going to get kicked the fuck. You're going to get leather. We'll come to punch drunk and fly.
I know.
Are you kidding us? Will people that fucking die for us in the room? Like, I don't think so.
These people are just keyboard warriors, mate. It never comes back at all.
So it was mad because it got to the point where I was starting to obsess over it, right? Because it was just every second there was another 20. It was like it started like you know, every time you refreshed it there was new notifications, and then like it got to the point where my followers had caught wind of it, so they were fighting them in the comments. None of them were called Kai Humphries, thankfully.
Wait till I make an account later.
Oh mate, somebody with a Twitter account with the same name as me started defending Adam Johnson, the nonce from Sunderland, and Rob Beckett's brother brought it up to Rob because I was at football in London where Rob Beckett was there, and he goes, there's someone with your name down at me, brother. I said, I thought you said Kai was sound. He's a fucking cunt. Look at this. So people were believing it was me.
My name's very popular with jockeys, so I'm fucked there, aren't I? I'm not going to know that one on me. Horse trainers, Tony Carroll.
Tony Carroll, is that it?
Irish name, isn't it? Yeah.
Mate, just for the sake of the camera here, I'm gonna bring this blind stool because you've got a shadow right in your face, right, just there, and you look like Batman.
Fat man.
Fucking dog, mate. Okay. I'm sorting you. So it was mad because I just got to the point where I'd been looking at my phone for about 2 hours, right, just refreshing it and reading the comments.
I've never had it that bad, but I mean, like, I've had screenshots of comments, you know what I mean, and just get your opinions and stuff, but I've never done anything online where it's went.
The one is dead. There's people that genuinely were saying that I should be hanged as a traitor. For like fucking being a traitor to the country and all that. Like, there's people like someone called me fucking.
Because you said fuck Tommy Robinson.
Right. So the joke was fuck Tommy Robinson. My wife's from a Muslim family. My football team's owned by a Muslim country. Islam's brought me nothing but tits and Champions League football.
That's
a fucking line, man. It's just a line.
It's
just a fucking line.
That's a fucking.
Just enjoy it or don't. Like, give a fuck. Right. And it was fucking someone called me fucking packy slut wife or something. It was like shit. I know. And I was like going back to her country. Then I was like, Scotland.
I know.
Like, you can get a British lass or something. I'm like, she's fucking British. Like, what are you talking about?
Do you know what's mad? All these people though, when their families are fucking in hospital dying and stuff. It's it's immigrants who fucking saved their lives. You know what I mean? And they just and it's okay then. Do
you know what it is? Because these people that were saying I should be like hanged for treason and shit, right? These are people that think Tommy Robinson's like trying to fight to stop paedophile rings, these like Muslim paedophile rings or whatever. Right?
Everything else that he stands for, right? From 10 years ago.
But what they're doing, right, is they're racist people who are using the fact that, I'm defending a paedophile ring if I'm racist now. I'm attaching valour to me racism. So now it looks like I'm a good guy because fucking everybody hates pedos, right? We're going after pedos. Man, there was a paedophile ring fucking caught here in Glasgow. Like, that's all over the news at the minute. It's in the BBC. Where the fuck's Tommy Robinson? They're white. He couldn't give a flying fuck about kids. Yeah, he couldn't give a fuck. He's like, that doesn't suit the narrative of what my knuckle draggers are trying to follow.
I seen a stat on Twitter. It was like 90% of paedophiles are white British. So
it's like, imagine there was fucking somebody shouting on that fucking, we are responsible for the actions of Jimmy Savile.
Yeah.
We'd just be like, fucking, who's that daft cunt?
Yeah.
Knock him clean out, fuck that cunt. So I'm just saying, fuck that cunt. Like, you're literally just attaching something to racism to try and validate it. So fuck the cunt.
Yeah, that's why. We never, because me and Jamie's a United fan as well, and I'm a Liverpool fan. So obviously you can imagine there'd be loads of stuff there we could delve into, but we just don't talk football politics. They're too thick, just because of that.
Yeah,
because you can't win. They're just trolls themselves, and it's just, you've seen footballers with some football fan bases, mate. You're just like,
I slagged off Scottish football, man, and that was nearly as bad as yesterday.
It
was such a fucking shite joke and all. It was I was like, I love living up here. You can get a taxi at the football and watch a taxi driver play. It's a shite joke. It's like fucking. But it's like, it's just one of them where it's like, I'm not gonna defend my joke, but like the amount of hate I got for that was mad. But it's that's what's fucking crazy about it. The only time
that football politics.
The only time I've offended people to the point that they've poured on us, like cancelled the platform, kill them, is knuckle draggers who would fucking say you can't say anything anymore. I bet you every one of them cunts from yesterday would call me woke for my opinion. They're going, you can't say that. They're being fucking snowflakes. It's gone full circle.
Of course.
Like, fucking mate, how can you be that offended by something?
Yeah.
But I have, like, it's fizzling out a little bit now, but I still know it's there on my phone. Yeah. But that's what's another thing.
I can't wait to make that bearing account on the way to Edinburgh in a minute.
And just Kai
Humphries 123. Yeah, just be like.
Have you had that yet, where Kai Humphries fan page account gets made?
I had a no context Tony Carroll, and I'm glad it stopped because it was ruthless.
Oh, was it?
I can be taken out of context quite a lot.
Does it? It looks bad.
You looks terrible. I'm glad that stopped.
Yeah,
I should have said that. Someone else is going to make it.
Someone else is going to do it. Yeah, that does actually sound. That does actually sound fan made though. I'm on about this like chatbot kind of ones, the one that go like Kai Humphries online chat, and they'll comment, go and DM me or whatever, and then they'll try and fucking sell tickets.
Oh, tickets, yeah. No, I got off the tour stuff. I had people in the comments saying, "Hi, I've got 2 tickets for tonight," and you click on the profile and they had no friends. And you're like, you fucking liar. But it's obviously it's a bot in it thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I always like
Paul Smith gets it the worst.
I periodically put on, I'm just gonna have to rely on you having common sense. I'll delete them when I see them. I'll report them when I see them. But I'm just going to have to rely on you.
You can't police that all day, every day.
If you're buying tickets from the Comedy Club or the website or the Ticketmaster, if the link's coming through my website, you're going to get your tickets, right? If you're going through fucking chatbots and comments on, like...
You deserve to be robbed.
Yeah, there's a little... Like,
you deserve to be robbed.
I don't like to say that. I don't like to say it. I'd rather have your money. I'd rather have your money, you dumb fuck. But there's a bit of that.
Yeah, I say my first time in Scotland, so Edinburgh tonight.
Yes,
I was meant to tell you that fucking lager. Is it Tennant? Is it called?
Aye.
It's fucking thick, that, isn't it?
Do you like it?
It's like gravy.
Aye.
It's proper thick beer.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, I had a bat wheel.
It still goes down well, though.
Yeah, well, the first one was a struggle.
It still flows.
The next 6 were boss, you know what I mean?
Do you want another beer now, by the way?
Well, I've still got one here.
Sorry?
Yeah. Start early, innit? Scotland.
Yes.
As you can see, some of the lads are hungover.
So you went out in Glasgow last night then?
Yeah, went to this boss pub and met it. It was funny as well.
Did you get in the garage?
What?
Was there a big juggernaut hanging out the side of it?
No, we went to an Irish bar called, what was it called? Kitty O'Shea's.
Kitty O'Shea's, right.
Fucking class. Boss bar. It was like students later on, after the show and stuff. But straight after the show, we went there.
And do you light up where you're going to your fans and as well and hang out with them?
If you ask John, John manager's there, he'll tell you, I always will have a pint with the fans and fucking get a picture. Not just because it's so, as I told you, it's still fucking processing of the amount of sport I've got. So I'm very grateful, you know what I mean?
Do it while you can as well, because we've always done that.
Doesn't do me head in.
On Sloss's tour, we've always done meet with NQ64 or whatever. Arcade spots are the best because you can have like a chat to someone, a pint with someone, but you can break away and go and play some pinball. And it means you can just float around a little bit as well.
Because it does get overwhelming when there's like 100 people and you're just like,
it gets to thousands of people and you're like, we better fucking just, like, some people might find we. And we'll hang out with them. But it used to be that would like meet everybody after the shows, and then it got a little bit
Well, you see that last night, didn't you? I made sure I just stood by the end of the door and just thanked everyone who bought tickets and stuff, because obviously times are hard and stuff, so it's just appreciate people.
It's nice getting photos with people, and they always like then post that on social media and people see it.
It's better for you as well, you know what I mean?
They're more likely to, like, I don't want to be cynical about it, but they're more likely to shout out your show if they've got a photo with you.
Yeah, of course.
And I saw Tony last night, and then a picture with me and Tony.
Yeah. The amount of messages I've been getting as well, you know, after the shows and stuff, and you like your message requests and that, and 15, 20, sometimes more a night, and it's just fucking great show last night, you know what I mean? And it's just fucking, when you wake up the next day, especially you don't go over, it's nice to see, you know what I mean?
It's nice, isn't it?
You know what I mean? You just had a mad night. Went to that Kitty O'Shea's last night after the show. All the lads were there, it was boss. And
what time was it, Dale?
Got to bed about 5
Nice.
this morning, 5 this morning.
It's on the beak.
Yeah. So
I was out at 5.
I went.
You think I've been on tenants until 5?
I had to that sentence with me. I went to Kitty O'Shea's, and as soon as you walked in, there was no one in there, right? Just a man at the bar. Man at the bar stood up, see me. I went, mate, I'm a massive fan. I went, oh, did you enjoy the show? He went, what show?
Oh yeah,
so he knew me,
biggest fan ever, right?
Yeah, but he hadn't been the show, and then but he was fucking sound as fella.
Great.
And he went, get on this. I went, oh, like he was like me mate. I was like, what? And he went, I've just played key in the box. You know, like them pub games.
Oh,
where you get like 7 keys
yeah.
in a box, and you pick a key, and if it fits the box, you win the prize. And he won 500 quid.
Nice.
5 minutes before I walked in.
Good lad.
He went, do you want a pint? I was like, go ahead, Sam. He got all the lads around. And then
he's having a belt, I think.
He was on his own.
He's one of your fans, right? He's just won £500. The lad he fucking loves off the internet wax.
Yeah.
He's no fucking drinking with him.
Yeah, he was on
the threes now. Did he get the hit? Which one of you fucked him?
Well, that's why I was up till 5 this morning. He was on his own, and then he come over to our in our table stuff and all that, and spent the night with us, and he was fucking proper Sam, wasn't he? Proper class fella. So shout out to you. Can't remember your name. You saved my number in your phone, but I can't remember your name to look for it. But
that's funny.
He was fucking honestly. If you're watching it or you ever come across it, thank you for the pints. And
good. That's a good Glasgow welcome.
Thank you for the hookup as well.
You didn't get shit like that in London.
Yeah. Well, actually, I'm doing that. I think I'm doing that theatre in London. What's it called?
Leicester Square. You're not a Soho act.
No, don't think so. No.
I've done Soho theatre before. I always feel a bit of an imposter when I get to Soho theatre. I just fucking own it.
But I'm going down to London because I've been getting a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Because I'm king of the north, aren't I? And they're saying I'm too scared to go down London. All me Southern fans are saying, you and Jamie are pussies, you just won't come down here. I know, fucking scared of London. With all your dungarees. Fuck off. I'm going to go down here though. But I spoke to Paul, obviously, from what Walter said. We're going to do that theatre. Yeah, we'll be down here.
Yeah, that's what I did. I did it earlier this year. This tour, so last year. But it's class. So, and it's also fucking so central as well. Like, I mean, it's in Leicester Square. couldn't be more central. Yeah. So you're going to have a class time doing that. Yeah. And then Edinburgh, the Morron, you've never been to Edinburgh.
Edinburgh tonight?
Because because you've never been to Scotland.
Never been to
Scotland. You've never been to the Fringe. You've never. Man, it's a fucking really lush tourist city, you know. Like if drinking aside, just walking around looking at the castle and fucking going up the Princess Street Gardens and everything. Yeah. Like I want to sit here and talk about the architecture with you, Tony. But
no, I know, but that's I say I'm not the kind of guy. You know what I mean? Like that's why I love Glasgow, because I enjoyed last night, mate. It was just boss, like, because just all the people in the booths and stuff. It was just sound. Even the door, I was speaking to the door staff who were fucking sound, and it's just like it's been like at home. Like,
it's nice looking up at buildings in Edinburgh, right? And people died making that. You know what I mean? Like when they get like fucking bricks the size of this house, and they've got them all the way up there in the 1500s. Like there was no health and safety involved. Like that was bloodshed getting that brick up there.
A few people being squashed there, haven't they? Like,
that's why I like going to Qatar. Look at the stadiums.
Oh God! Trying to get back on Sam Robinson's side.
The amount of people that were like, try gigging out in the Middle East and see what happens to you. And I'm like, I've been to the Middle East loads. There's not many Middle Eastern countries that I haven't gigged in.
You ever gigged in Dubai?
A bunch of times. I've gigged in Qatar. It's class. I've gigged in Abu Dhabi, gigged in Bahrain.
Is Qatar the one where you can't have a bevy?
You know what? I did have a bevy. But
rules don't apply to Guy.
I think it's rules don't apply to Westerners who are in the hotels.
You can take in hotels, can't you?
Yeah,
Right.
and it's a big hotel culture, like not like Vegas, but like Vegas. Like it's not like Vegas, but like you do feel like you've got your own little part of the world. When you're in the hotel.
What's Dubai like?
I've had about a time there. It's a bit soulless. Like it's a bit like I wouldn't like to live there. I definitely couldn't.
It's mad, isn't it?
It's
there's lots of like influences over there now.
Giant shopping centre kind of vibe.
Yeah.
I
couldn't live there. I just couldn't live. I am a city, like a proper dungy city boy. You know what I mean? I'm a reprobate. You know what I mean?
I did like the like.
I couldn't walk around to Dubai, mate. You know what I mean? Fucking the shopping malls and that.
Yeah, the massive like fucking Shark Tank. I want to be Shark Tank in the shopping mall. I want to be in a
whorehouse. You know what I mean? With a bag of coke.
Yeah, you'd probably do that in Dubai. Living out of Qatar, Saudi, I doubt it. Don't you get that in Saudi?
If you get caught over there with drugs, you get fucked like.
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? You know, flying into Singapore, they were like, don't bring any like fucking, if you've got like any cannabis edibles or whatever, just don't bring them in. Like you fucking like, even if you've got them onto the flight, fucking leave them. You can't even chew gum out there, man. Seriously, you can't chew gum. Like
who tells you not to?
The whole place is fucking immaculate, and chewing gum's illegal. Like they're really fucking strict on so many rules. But everything works, but you're like, oh, there's a grim undertone to the fact that everything works, everything's clean, everything's on time, everything's smooth.
Something's wrong. Something's wrong with that, isn't it? I do that, you know. Do you know, like dead happy people as well? I go, you can't be that happy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, people who are extremely like.
There's a Robin Williams fucking undertone to the whole thing.
It's like you've got a past. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I want to see it.
So anything that's dead clean like that, I'm like, this is fucked up. Somewhat, you know what I mean? There's something going on here.
Yeah. So Singapore's got that kind of feeling. But then Dubai, is that where somebody had like a fucking cannabis seed in their shoe?
Yeah.
And was it like a fucking singer or a DJ or something?
It was a DJ,
like someone quite famous had a cannabis seed in their trainer. That's fucking unlucky, that, man.
I know.
How fucking unlucky is that? Are you kidding?
Where's it come from? Where's it come from?
The amount of times you would have stood on something like that and it just stays on the ground as you walk off. And it's just kind of, I'm going to send you to jail, you cunt. There's a fucking ride on his trainer.
I couldn't go to places like that. Couldn't.
Because I'm sure like people just take drugs by accident to places, like, you know, it's still in your jacket pocket, like, or whatever. But if you do that anywhere like that, you've got to just fucking deep dive all your pockets and everything.
Yeah, definitely. I you know, like if I'm going abroad and stuff, and you put your bag in obviously goes for the security, and you know when your bag goes to the left and there's something in the bag, and then they swab it. I just flap, right? You know, there's nothing there. But I'm thinking there's like coke residue on my top or something that hasn't washed properly, and it's still going on my head. And then I'm realising, fucking the stuff I get, mate, it's fucking like washing powder anyway, you know what I mean? It's not going to flag up on their system, you know what I mean?
Yeah, coming back from Festival, which was on the Isle of Wight, I had to fly from Southampton, and they fucking started swabbing my iPad, right? And I was like, oh, that's been the fucking plate. That has been the plate for the whole fucking festival, right? And then he swabbed it, cleared it, gives it back, and I went, it's not like me to leave any. Back up. Like, fuck. Baddest thing I've done drugs wise in a country where it's reprehensible is I went and done a drug deal in Sri Lanka where dealing is punishable by death. They might not have killed me, but I would have been in trouble. But the guy selling us the drugs, I bought pills off a guy and ended up getting waist deep in the water to do the deal. It was fucking.
You done a deal in the water?
I've done the deal. I would just whacked out until like there's nobody around with that could possibly.
Like you just going for a swim.
Like we're going for a swim, right? And
that's genius.
It was on fucking Christmas Eve, and I'm fucking waist deep in the water, getting fucking pills off this fucking Sri Lankan guy.
And it's just you two.
I just made him with this thing. It was fucking brilliant.
Did he say come in the water?
Aye.
And you're like, alright. Well, that's
fucking strong swim, man. I'm hard. Pills in the body.
That's the best drug deal ever. It's genius as well, because if you're a policeman, you're walking down the beach.
Fucking cop just comes.
Yeah, you're not gonna go.
Hold on, you've been holding your breath.
Look at them two there. They're drug dealing in the water. You just wouldn't, would you? If I was a drug dealer, I'd wear a suit all the time and a briefcase.
Would that not just? Would you just disguise yourself as a drug dealer?
Yeah, I'd like a fucking security guard or fucking quick save, wouldn't I? You know what I mean?
I always
quick save still going.
Quick save,
was it blast from the past? I don't know why I just said quick save.
I'd forgot about quick save until you said it, because that wasn't the same like level as Lidl and Aldi, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But Netto dropped off.
That's always gone.
They got
Done.
relegated a
What
long
about
time
harem?
ago.
Harem Foods?
Heron.
Who's got a harem now? No. We've got a harem, haven't we?
I shop differently since I met my wife.
Do well.
So you dress. Do you think dressing in a suit would be it would throw off the scent?
I just think me, yeah. I think me in a suit.
I think there would be something that looked like drug dealy about wearing a suit.
I used to punk on.
Even though I've never bought drugs off anyone wearing a suit.
When I worked for the council, when I started stand up, and I used to get the bus, I used to, you know, like a day, like a weekly saver. I used to just bunk on the bus because I had a suit on. The driver was looking at me tie and my suit and wasn't looking at the pass. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I used to just get fucking free bus rides. You know what I mean? But then I always thought, imagine if I got caught, it'd be embarrassing, that, wouldn't it?
Or just in the jail cell with a suit on and that. It's quite uncomfortable as well. For
nothing
hours.
saving £1.50. I don't think they put me in the cell for that.
I thought you're still drug dealing. Not just fair dodging.
Yeah, just fair dodging. Yeah, I've never.
What are you in for?
Bunked the 18, eh?
Yeah, I asked for a half. Trying to get on as a half.
Yeah. So I was under 16. Child fair.
If ever I'm somewhere like overseas, like party town, like in Albufeira or Benidorm or something like that, and I'm looking for drugs, I'll always ask the doorman. Because the doormen are the people that they try and hide from, but they're the people that fucking know.
I always say if you want drugs anywhere in the world, you ask a bartender. Because it's so rife in that game, mate. Everyone who works behind bars.
Because you're not making quite enough money to...
Yeah, it's not even that. I think everyone uses because of the lifestyle. Because when you work in a bar, you're around alcohol. Alcohol leads to... Do you know what I mean? So I think every time I go away, I just ask a bartender me, and normally he's all right.
I always thought that it would be career suicide. But if you're up at the fringe, the one way you could make money is by dealing.
Yeah,
like it's fucking so. Like everybody's looking for it. There's this influx of people. The population doubles, and and
of course the comics as well. A lot of comics have it, don't they?
And you're in fucking artist bars and people are flashing a bit of money around and stuff, even though they might not be fucking making any fucking trying to look like they're doing well.
I was just trying to buy a bucket out your bucket, trying to buy a bag out your bucket chair. Not really,
all the coins,
shaking your bucket.
So
do you do bucket chairs up there?
I've always done ticket. I've always done ticketed.
Always done well up there, yeah.
You know what? I've done it smart. You've built
yourself up.
I've also I've not really joined the shit fight of like big PR campaigns and mass. I did put I have some level of street presence, but I don't overdo the street presence. Like I make it so that the threshold for making a profit is achievable. Whereas some people could sell out the whole run and make a loss because they're just throwing so much money at some.
And they're focused on filling it. By the way, you still got to pay bills.
I'm never thinking about opportunity when I'm up there. I'm thinking about getting me show together, entertaining people with it, getting ready to take it on 2 hours. Daniel's on main, right? Like just get the.
A lot of people use that as work in progress, don't they? Really?
I would never call it a work in progress because I want it to be ready for them. I'd say it's the start of my tour.
Start the tour,
It's the start of the tour. I'll work in progress in the provinces. I'll get to Falkirk and Stirling and Paisley and do all these kind of Dumfries I did this year. Just all these smaller towns where they might not travel to the fringe.
I done mine in St Helens, small town by Liverpool. I done mine in a back end pub. St Helens, 40 people max.
Yeah,
and it was really
great. So all of my agents' acts, which is Connor Burns, Sloss, Craig Hill, we're all just gone figure it out like that, and then it's off notes by the fringe, and all the way through the fringe we're adding shit to it and then taking it on tour. But I'm thinking I'm doing it from home. I'm going to make a little bit of money, but then the show's going to be fucking airtight by the time I go on actual tour. And that's what I do. I never think about I hope fucking Taskmaster's in or whatever. That sort of stuff's
Do you have a good night? You have a good night out up there? Because that's what I'd love to go for. Because all the lads have been up on that, and it's they've all said you'd love it up there because the night out of boss.
So when I lived in Edinburgh, right, which would have been around about 2014, 2015, and even though I didn't live in Edinburgh in 2016, I stayed at Sloss's house 10 years. We went out every single night.
Boss that.
And every single night we took drugs. And honestly, for 3 years running, the fringe was just a sesh. And the shows were fucking fine. The shows went well. We pulled it together. We're very professional.
Have you been on the stuff doing the gigging? Have you done a gig off?
Only by accident. Only because I thought I'd done my last set. And I did gear, and then someone fucking ran in and went like, "Oh, we need someone for Mickey D's Fat Cave," and I was like, "I mean, I'm available, but I'm fucking wired."
Yeah.
And they're like,
I was it.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. Actually, if anything, like I was like,
it's happened to me. It's happened to me once or twice, and it was the same with me.
I had a good gig, right? And I was like, I could have done without knowing that.
Yeah.
I could have done with that bombing.
Yeah.
Because I had to really then psychologically deny drugs before shows.
I'd done it in Manchester years ago. We went to the Christmas markets, like 15 of the lads, or in the Christmas market of the day, all on a beers. Right. Few of the lads had a lot of stuff, to be honest, and after, like 6-7 pints, you're like, fucking need one. But I had the gig in the night in Manchester, and this is about 4 or 5 at night, and thought, fuck, I'll be alright. Once I had one, and I just caned it.
Yeah.
I was trying to cancel this gig. You know what I mean? I fucking...
Did you do alright?
I gets there, and I remember the promoter like, "Right, Tony, alright?" And then I was just like, "Water." That's the first thing I said to him. And in my head, I'm like, "Shit, he knows I'm off my banner." And then he said, "Oh, can you get us water, mate?" Yeah. And I was like, "Fuck." And it goes on the stage. I was opening, yeah. And I goes on the stage, and I'd done me first. It was just dead. I was dead serious, because I was fucking wired.
And you're trying to style it out, like when you come home drunk and your parents are fucking. You're trying to style it to them.
Yeah, like that. Honestly, I walked on stage like that. I was dead serious. And I remember my first joke, roofing it, yeah. And then I was like, "Why are you all laughing at me?" And then I was,
so you got paranoia.
Yeah, and then I was like, "Oh shit, this is what I'm meant to do." And then I just snapped out of it, and I fucking and I smashed it. Yeah, luckily enough.
Great, aye. And as well, I tend not to like.
That was about 6-7 years ago. That's when I was still coming in and out. You know what I mean? So
music festivals, I'll just be like, they're fucked as well. I'll just join them. So, but generally, like, I'll not have a spliff before a gig. I'll not get drunk. I'll have an occasional drink before a gig, but I'll not get drunk because the accent. I've had to work really fucking hard to be understood overseas.
Yeah.
And like, you going to London.
I said that to you last night, didn't I? My mind was blown, like, because I was seeing you, obviously, your reel and stuff about being on European tour, and I was just the comments of Boss to see, was just like, I was like, Boss show in Prague last night, it must be class that, though, doing all, like, when you're getting over and doing your European stuff.
Yeah, that Prague one was a fucking banger, actually.
I love that city as well.
That was a great show, that one, but it was, it's the fact that you don't. Yeah, you can still have an accent. You just have to finish your words and not do the abbreviations that you usually would. Like, so you have to enunciate, I guess, but I can still enunciate and have a Geordie accent.
Yeah.
The thing that's hard, timing-wise and momentum-wise, when you've got the show, is you can't talk over them laughing or they'll stop laughing. So normally we'll ride laughter. We'll make them laugh and then tag it and just keep the laughter going as it kind of dips.
It's like stop-start.
You have to let the laughter finish. Otherwise, you'll cut it off because they want to listen to them in a second language. They're trying to fucking understand you. So they're like, ha ha, and then you're talking again, they'll stop laughing and swallow the laugh to listen. So you realise you're doing that and you're stealing the laugh off them. They've paid for that.
Yeah.
So you're like, all right, let them have the laugh and then start talking afterwards.
Nice, that though, mate. 5 minutes is an hour.
It was mad because I had to cut quite a bit out. It actually worked in my favour because there was some bits. You saw a bit last night where I talked about doing the dip to choose who's it.
Yeah.
Didn't make any sense in Eastern Europe. No matter how much I fucking tell them about it, like even the...
Yeah, well, the end of that joke, I laughed my head off before, because I see it, you know what I mean? I seen it before, I just burst out laughing, I was like, no! It's class, that.
Fishy, was it?
Yeah. What did you trying to say?
Said fishy to do what you did.
I was like, no, mate, it was class.
So that was like, it didn't, like, if you have to explain that joke to anybody, it's sad.
Yeah.
Oh, because they used to say...
Imagine explaining that over there, mate.
Yeah, so I ended up like dropping that, and I'm like, I didn't have to make up the time because everything else was... had like... You put space in it where you're leaving time for laughter. So you end up like taking bits out, leaving a bit of room, and it's an hour show again. And then you get back home, and then it's fucking mad because you put the bits back in, and then you can talk as fast as you want, and you have to change gears again because you come back home and you're still doing.
I found it hard last night. I had 10 days off from the last tour date, and before that I had 3 in a row. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, finished in Newcastle. So that's all you, didn't I? Straight away I messaged you, and I was like, lad, I'm fucking unbelievable. I had 10, I could
feel it through your text.
Yeah, I was fucking buzzing. I had 10 days off, and then last night. I don't get nervous. I don't care. I just don't care. You know what I mean? But I want it to be good, obviously, because for the people who've come out. And yesterday I was like, I can't remember my set. I couldn't remember it.
Yeah. I saw you just beforehand, didn't I?
Yeah.
I just remember your first line not to come.
Yeah, that's what he said to me. Yeah.
Put the first bullet in the gun. Put the first bullet in the gun.
Yeah.
What happened?
It was a shaky. Yeah, I had like a bit of a shaky start last night, and then after just flew. Then it just flew. Then you know what I mean. But I just had to. It's key words. You know what I mean.
I've found what helped me in this show, previous ones as well, is writing good links. If you write a link between one bit and the next, then when you get to the end, you know exactly what the next word is because it links into the next set. Once you get into that set, that goes. Yeah. So if you write good links, when I struggled with the memory game during previews is when I hadn't wrote a good link and I get to the end and it drops off a cliff.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
but
I don't know.
As you know, my whole show's like very callback heavy, so it's a lot to remember. You know what I mean? Because it's lots of setups before the callback.
Have you ever left out the...
Lads, there's no way...
It's so funny when you do it.
There's no worse feeling when you're in the middle of a bit, and because I'm very callback heavy for my comedy, and you're in the middle of a bit, and then you're halfway through, and say like the punchlines like, so he pissed on the tree, right? So you're halfway through a bit, and I've just done it again. Just done it now. Just forgot my bit. Like, say you're a minute into a story, and you forgot to do that, and then that feeling you get in your head where you're like, fuck,
I've got to finish it.
I've got to finish
this. There's no punchline. I've got to come up with either a new punchline that works.
I done it.
I've got to duck out of it.
Yeah, John, I done that, didn't I? Only a few weeks ago, didn't I? And then I admitted to them on stage. Yeah, just said them on stage. Yeah. I just went, I forgot. And then I think I walked off and come back on again and done it. You know what I mean? Also, I can't remember which one it was. Yeah.
The worst one I had, which is
Hello, Darlington. Yeah, fucking hell.
Where did you say that?
So I walked out. Fucking, I always get mixed up. What's the other one? Was we in Richmond? Yeah, so you still don't know where we was? Oh yeah, because we were talking just before, before I went on stage. So in the green room, we're talking about doing a gig in Darlington.
Right.
I just got that right. I don't know why I get mixed up with them two, Richmond and Darlington. So I was saying, the boss gig in Darlington, whatever. And then I walked out and I went, hello, Darlington.
No.
Nothing. And I went, weird. I went, we're in Richmond. And I said it like that. I went, we're in Richmond. I went, I'll just start again and just walk back off, come back on. I went, hello, Darlington. And they just went, I was just joking.
Where do you think the worst place would be to do for that? I think saying hello Sunderland in Newcastle would be bad.
I think you get glassed.
That would be bad. I don't think it would be as bad to say hello Edinburgh and Glasgow.
Yeah.
They would be annoyed, but like there's not like a Glasgow Edinburgh.
There's my opening tonight.
There's not like hello,
Glasgow,
because both of those cities have got enough infighting in their own cities, like between Hibs and Hearts and Celtic and Rangers to give a fuck about each other that much.
If you come out going, hello Israel.
I mean, do you want to repeat it or should I?
He's your mate. He's not
in Liverpool, saying hello Manchester. That would be. Bad.
You get things thrown at you like. But as I say, when I come back out, I said hello, Darlington again. You know, like to say I forgot again. And he just pulled and no, it wasn't funny the first time.
Oh right, so you try to do it as a just like
and then I went back off again and then come back on. I went, hello Richmond, and they're like, I was like, fucking hell.
Fucking cunt.
And that was a mad gig.
Mate, we've reached an hour. I could talk to you all fucking day, but you've got a gig to get to, the night. So I've got to let you get across the M8.
Thank you very much for having me on. And I just want to say thanks as well for last night, mate. You coming down and
thank you.
Jump out for me.
It's nice going on for someone else's crowd. It's like them chucking the keys to their motor. You can have a little spin of it, see what you reckon. I fucking took it for 10 minutes. I'm like, class that, Tony. Cheers, bud.
But I say it's getting extended, so I'm going to be doing all the dates that I've just done, and then obviously more getting added. So
wherever you are in the UK, there's a fucking strong chance Tony's going to be there. So make the most of that and go and see him in Hot Water Comedy Club's the website that's hosting all your dates.
All the tickets on hotwatercomedy.co.uk.
Hot Water and follow him on socials. Watch his podcast, Hot Water Green Room.
Definitely.
Cheers,
Thanks, mate. Nice one.